Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you do go on to enjoy today's video and want more content like this, then feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get right into it. Just say how it is.
Well, white men definitely feel like they're entitled to talk over me. They definitely feel like they're entitled to kind of minimalize my experiences, and they definitely feel like they are somehow exempt and so logical compared to women who are painted as emotional, right?
No one's minimalizing your experiences. No one's minimalizing your right to have an opinion. It's just a
SJWs just make up their own numbers. It's so strange that they just think they can say whatever they need to say to win.
My name, this increasing move towards discrimination, racism, misogyny, you know, we're the other 98% whatever.
The 98% of what?
We're the other 98%.
Well, 53% of women voted for Donald Trump.
I know, it's very sad.
So 98% of who?
How did they end up debating this?
I think that we'll all agree that motherhood starts way beyond the biological event. And anyone, including men, can mother and play the role of a mother.
Father.
Piers, would you...
Women, mother. That's because the titles are made.
Oh my god, this is way too much cringe.
It's funny, he said he can't stop, he just kisses them and he can't stop kissing them. That's what he said.
I mean, he didn't say that he would forcibly carry on kissing a woman. He just said, I couldn't stop, as in I really wanted to. So wanting to do something and putting it in practice are different.
But I can't remember the quote exactly by heart, but it sounded very, very, very assaulty.
You will be stunned by the fact that this is a real video.
Problem. A man can't, for example, breastfeed his kids, right?
This is irrelevant. The biology of that type of thing is
because he can
irrelevant.
pretend to be a mother all he likes, but he can't breastfeed his children.
Motherhood.
So it's like, you know, there are limitations to motherhood for men.
Motherhood isn't breastfeeding.
No, but hang on a moment.
It's part of it.
Piers is asking the real questions here. What a god.
Father figure to me during this debate. Or if I said, you really mothered me through that
Do you
debate.
have kids?
Yes, I have a
How many?
4-year-old. A 4-year-old.
Does she think you're mummy or daddy?
He thinks I'm mummy and daddy, actually.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
How
he
many
does.
times has he called you daddy?
You're gender...
How many times has your son called you daddy?
Stereotyping.
Okay, how many times has he called you daddy?
Well, here's a brilliant example.
You just said he thinks you're both.
He buys me a
How many
Father's
times
Day
has he said, hi, daddy?
He buys me a Father's Day card
Has he ever
and says,
called you daddy?
you are a mum and a dad
Has he
to
ever
me.
called you daddy?
Wow, you really cannot fight just factual information. It's hilarious.
The most recent ABS personal safety survey indicates that 1.5% of women reported experiencing violence by a partner or ex-partner during the previous 12 months. So 1.5%, I mean, I suppose depends on your definition, but I'm not sure that that would qualify from my definition of common.
It's so black and white, and yet SJWs find a way to make it complicated. It's bizarre and almost, like, amazing. It's kind of amazing.
Would you look into the face of a man that has just lost his wife and is really struggling to play the role of the mother and the father and say that to him? So you're not a mother.
He's the father.
That child...
Well, you might be more sensitive in those circumstances.
You still call him a father.
He's playing the role of the mother because...
If that was me, I'd be a father. I wouldn't suddenly morph into a mother.
Again, with respect, to mother and to father are not gender-specific.
They are gender-specific.
No, they're not.
Why are we pretending otherwise?
Skill.
This guy deserves a big round of applause. Well done, sir. Well done.
Tried to say, oh, well, maybe that's not the case. I've got references, I've got reports, I've got official surveys that back up the facts and figures that I'm putting out there. Now, it mightn't be the information that people want to hear, but I'd rather have a debate where you can deal in reality rather than left-wing feminist fantasy.
All right, Mark.
There is no way she is serious about this. Oh, my brain is starting to give up.
Rally for like rapists, like, you know, consent and like withdrawing consent, saying like no means no. They're saying no, and you're saying that like.
Okay, so if someone gives consent the night before, and then they have listen, if they have sex with a man and they give consent to him, then the next day decide, oh, I regret it. I'm going to report him for being a rapist, even though I gave him consent. You're saying that's okay?
So you're sounding a little bit.
All Carlson could do was laugh.
Well, Tucker, if you take away the access to abortion and you take away birth control, which is a really big issue that we've got to discuss here tonight, you are indeed forcing women to have children. Now, let's get back to your point.
Because I wonder how many people actually, but I mean, I think most of our viewers know that what you're saying is pure lunacy.
I think it's almost natural, like it's an instinct that feminists just hate white males now.
Surprising for you to paint these questions this way, especially as a white man. I don't expect you to be able to understand what people of color are actually saying with regards to cancel Colbert. He has a history of making jokes.
Sorry, being a white man doesn't prevent me from being able to think, and doesn't prevent me from being able to have reasoned perspectives on things. I didn't give up my right to be able to have an intellectual conversation when I was.
These presenters really got owned on their own show. Oh my god.
Mark, speaking as a fellow bloke, we've just got to be so careful about these messages and making excuses for this. I just.
Well, no, I'm not. No one's making excuses here, Mike. What you've got to be careful about is analysing the facts, rather than propaganda that people put out there that's not supported by official government reports, official government surveys, and there's nothing I've said that's not factual.
Huh, it seems like someone realised they lost an argument in the middle of the argument.
My name, this increasing move towards discrimination, racism, misogyny, you know, we're the other 98% whatever.
The 98% of what?
We're the other 98%.
Well, 53% of women voted for Donald Trump.
I know, it's very sad.
So 98% of who?
It's a third-person perspective. What do you expect?
With playable female characters, the character's butt is brought to the forefront, and that's where the player's focus is directed. In Batman Arkham City, for instance, the player's gaze is drawn to Catwoman's behind.
Well, this just shows how much feminists will throw logic out of the window.
What is Oculus's approach to their clear gender gap, and how you're gonna not port that into VR?
We are having a hard time hiring all the people that we want. It doesn't matter what they look like.
And with that, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you next time.